Hello everyone. So I've had some people asking how to create plots and find slope and intercept values on the online version of Office because you don't necessarily have the full version of Excel on your home computer. Okay, so over here on the right side of my screen I have a regular version of Excel that is downloaded, excuse me, onto my computer. Okay, so I have my two columns of data, my y-axis data and my x-axis data. I have that plotted and I have my equation that is related to the linear trend on that particular plot. Okay, so we've got something to compare to, essentially. I've got exactly the same data here in the online version of Excel. So if you're not sure how to find that, essentially, if we just right, when you log in, right, usually you go to Outlook for your email. You should have a bunch of other programs that you can click onto, and one of them is Excel, and that's the online version, and that's through your regular email that you can get this version. All right, so let me just open up the Excel that I had online. So exactly the same data, okay, and we can plot up an equation, highlight the two columns, go to the Insert tab and do the simple XY scatter plot. It's a bit big on the screen. I'm going to just adjust the size on it a little bit. Okay, not too concerned about the size right now. Okay, you can fiddle around with that later. That's not a problem. Okay, the important thing is that you can get the plot up. But when you try to access the actual plot itself, it's not obvious how you can get a slope and intercept value and an equation for that. All right, so the easiest thing to do then is just write a formula that's going to calculate the intercept and slope values for us, and then if we need to do sig figs on that or need to write the equation, we can do that in a separate cell. That's perfectly fine. It's perfectly legitimate considering the circumstances we find ourselves in. Alrighty, so let's say I want to find the slope of this particular plot. Okay, so I need to enter a formula. If I just type in equals slope, okay, so it's already telling me that this is going to give me the slope of the linear regression line through the given data points. Okay, so if I just open parentheses, it even tells me what columns of data that I need in what order. Okay, so slope, open parentheses, known y values, or known y's. Okay, so these are my known y's. I'm not taking the column heading, I'm just taking the data, like that. And then I need to separate the y data from the x data, and I use a comma. Okay, so you can see, even as I'm putting this information in, it's sort of following along, right? So I've got the known y values, I put in that comma, so now it's telling me I need the known x values. All right, so that's this first column here. That's my x data, and then I can close my parentheses and enter. Press enter, and I'm going to check, do the values match up? Well, this is my slope that's been calculated in the cell, and here on my version on my computer, here is the slope on the plot here. Okay, all right, so that's good. I've got my slope. What about the intercept? Okay, similar kind of thing, right? Essentially, it's the same plot, it's the same data. We just want the intercept rather than the slope. So we can type in equals and then intercept. There it is right there. Okay, so I can, as I'm typing it in, if I see the formula as the name of the formula that I want, I can always double click on that and then it will tell me what I need next. All right, so once again, y values first, separated by a comma, x values next, close parentheses. Alrighty, and again I can just quickly check because I have both versions here, and I'm only doing that so that you can see that this is a legitimate way of getting your slope and intercept values. Okay, so this is my intercept value, it's a negative here, And if I look at my data, I'm getting a negative value for my intercept. Okay, so by doing these formulas, it means that I can get exactly the same information that I would need for the online version as I would get for the version that is downloaded onto my computer. All right. If you have any other questions or queries about formatting things for the online version, I'll do my best to come up with some other little videos to help you out with that. Just let me know, okay? I can't really do this stuff unless I know that you've got a particular question or a particular problem. All right? Okie dokie, best of luck and stay safe, folks, okay?